Hello and welcome to the Lacrosse Show's NLL Top 9. Mark Powers and I breaking down the top 9 NLL teams for 2014. It's an exciting time. We're on to number 6. Less than a week away. It's exciting. The Colorado Mammoth. For a team that finished 7-9 last year overall, they won 4 games in their division, had 185 goals for, 202 goals against. They saw some serious action. Okay, I'm not even going to mince words here. When they went to trading in a serious way. They got Casey Powell. They picked up Drew Westervelt. All right, they did some damage. Okay, pair that with John Grant Jr. Seemingly, you've got a dangerous offense. But my guess is the reason you've got them at number 6 is not because of their offense. Talk to me here, Mark. What we got going on?
You know what it is, my man. Defense wins championships, and right now, Colorado, I don't know if they have that defense. I think that's a place where the jury's still out on what they're going to put out on the floor. But that's certainly an area where they got to improve, both defense and in the cage. Last year, their goalie situation was totally in flux. Granted, they have some real young talent back there who played for them last year, and then they went out and made a splash by drafting Dylan Ward in the first round of this draft. But again, I think that only almost compounds the situation that you have more young, unproven talent in the cage, that certainly could improve, and they've had a history of doing that. They brought Dallas Elliott out there as the goalie coach. I think that's going to pay major dividends for them. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer, the goalie position in the NLL, and hopefully, that'll really make a difference because I think you're right, they have some amazing offensive potential with Grant, Powell. Those guys really fit together. They've done it playing outdoor, indoor. Gavin Prout, another great glue guy that I love, McBride. Adam Jones, if and when he's healthy. Jamie Lincoln's been a stud for them. Westerfeld, you touched on, is huge. And it really goes on. And, another guy, a sleeper that I got, Delgarno. Joel Delgarno, I think he started to come on last year. The guy out of British Columbia played at Ohio State. I think he could be a player for them, but we got to see what their defense and their goalie bring because offense alone isn't going to do it. And that West Coast Conference has improved. They got a lot of good teams out there. Edmonton has improved. Vancouver, the team we had behind them, could easily be in front of them and probably deserves to be up towards the top half of the league where you had them ranked. Sorry. What do you see being the Mammoth dynamic, and where do they need to improve? What are they lacking? Where are they hot?
Sure. I mean, I didn't have Colorado any higher, actually. I had them at number 6 as well. And, some of this is because, I think Casey Powell is a guy who loves to be involved in a team, and he's going to have the ball in his stick. I think he and John Grant Jr. will actually work well together, especially after having played in Chesapeake. I know it's field lacrosse, but, there's an aspect of building trust with somebody, and now they really have played together, know each other well. I think that's going to help the transition a little bit, and that's why I don't have them lower. Actually, I was tempted to actually put this team a little bit lower, but I think as long as
is a beast too. I mean, they scored so many goals.
No question, and I think that they're going to continue to do that. But like you said, the question is, can they win a game where somebody's scoring 17 goals? Are they going to be the team that scores 18 goals every single time? I don't know. It's a risky proposition, I think, to get out to get into shootouts. And that's really where my concern lies with the team.
Sure. Do you think that Dylan Ward is the answer for them? I think he was a good pick, but I don't know if he's enough of a difference from Levis and Belanger, but I guess we'll see, man. What do you think?
It's really hard to say with a goalie like that because you step in, to Colorado where, do you know every single guy who's out there? No. How long is training camp? It's tough. You're getting thrown right in right away, and it has to do a lot of stuff. The good thing I think coming in for him in this situation is expectations have to be reasonably low. Fans and everybody in Colorado, I can't think that they're thrilled with the goaltending that they've had over the last couple of years. So, in that sense, I think there's a lot of opportunity there. It remains to be seen. Yeah, I mean, a goalie's only as good as the defense in front of him. You can have the best stopper in the world, but if the guys in front of you aren't playing together, and Colorado could do that this year. But if they're not, it's going to be a long year no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see. I think they have a lot of somewhat unknown and kind of improving players on the back end. I'm curious to see what that amounts to. They've been cursed with some bad luck. They've had some guys have some knee injuries. They traded away Rory Smith. So they've had, they're really having a different look back there. But like we talked about, that's certainly the big crux going into the season for them is to figure out how to make that work and how to transition the ball up to that powerful offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bob Snyder is a big pickup, first of all.
Yeah.
And then a guy like Carter Bender, I think he could really step in and do some things for this team as well. So, I mean, they do have a new look, but I think
they cut him. They
cut him already? Wow.
They just cut him. They cut him a couple days ago. They cut him and Jared Park. They traded for him. You're right.
Yeah.
They went out and traded for him, and they just cut him. I was surprised to read that. Yeah.
Wow, it's a rough life in the NLL. I think that just goes to show you how competitive it is this season. Especially with two less roster spots, it's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. It's nuts. But the Mammoth, baby, we'll see. Jury's out.
Yeah, I'm excited. They're kind of turning into a new sort of Team America almost a little bit. They got a little American flavor going on out there, huh?
A little bit. Well, I mean, you got to. Denver, amazing lacrosse city. Really supports the NLL, and I think this is a year where they can make the playoffs, make a little noise. If Adam Jones gets healthy, Jamie Lincoln, if he continues doing what he's doing, to me, every time I was watching, I feel like that guy probably had at least 20 to 30 goals where his toe was in the crease that got taken back last year. He's a guy that I really like his game. I think that if he puts it all together, it could pay major dividends for them.
So there you have it. We have Colorado. We got them sitting in kind of in the middle at number 6, but, they can always prove us wrong. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 days away from the beginning of the NLL. How can you not be excited? We'll also be revealing our number 5 team. So get ready for that. Enjoy yourself. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. 5 days. Bye.